Hey, good evening, friends and family. So, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki is under fire today because she made fun of Space Force. Oh, no. Yeah, at Tuesday's briefing today, she basically was asked about Space Force and what Biden was going to do with Space Force. Will it stay or will it go? If you don't know what Space Force is, it is the seventh branch of the United States Armed Forces. We got the Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, National Guard. Is National Guard? I don't know anymore. And then Space Force. Space Force was created in 2019, bipartisan support. Trump kind of flouted it, and then it got made into a Netflix series led by Steve Carell, and it really just became like a joke. No one really knew what Space Force does. Apparently, according to this one article here, Space Force will not be going into space at all. They will not be colonizing the solar system. Space Force, and apparently the personnel at Space Force have been recently named Guardians. So are they like Guardians of the Galaxy? No, they're not. They're Guardians of the U.S. They operate the nation's GPS and our missile warning satellites, and they stay here on Earth. They'll have nothing to do with, actually going into space themselves. We will actually have, no lasers, no Jewish space lasers, okay? But yeah, apparently you had a couple of Republicans that were pissed off about what she said. The one House Armed Services Committee top Republican told Psaki that she needs to immediately apologize. This is Mike Rogers, who's a representative from Alabama, Republican. He said it's concerning to see the Biden administration's press secretary blatantly diminish an entire branch of our military as the punchline of a joke. And it's not, again, everyone else has pretty much made Space Force the punchline of a joke. And he said, which I'm sure China would find funny. Again, a lot of these Republicans believe that Space Force's main job is to protect our assets in space from the Chinese, who apparently are trying to hack it. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Chinese, the Indians, the Russians, everybody else would be trying. I wouldn't even be surprised if Elon Musk with Starlink and whoever else is trying to hack into our systems. Who knows? You also have Representative Michael Walz, a Republican from Florida, slam White House's Psaki for her comments on the Space Force. She said, or Walz said, was established to protect national security and economic space missions from Chinese threats. He's quoted as saying, "This is just another example of the Biden administration not taking China seriously while demeaning the incredible work of Space Force personnel." And so, yeah, I mean, I get it. You guys need something to get pissed off about. And yes, Jen Psaki threw a joke at Space Force. It's not like other people haven't thrown jokes at Space Force already. Just let it go, guys. She already said she's not going to, she's not going to apologize. I did find a couple of the tweets funny. The one that I found the funniest was this one tweet where basically Rex Hupke wrote, everyone making fun of Space Force better knock it off before checks notes. General Zod decides to checks notes. Vaporize your sense of humor with a checks notes photon torpedo. And that's basically the point. This is all just lighthearted fun, and it's as if Jen Psaki can't say anything about this. She did later on say that, she would welcome anyone from Space Force to come into the press briefings and talk about what they've done. So I decided to take a look at their news and see what's been happening. And let's see, since November 10th, they've talked about doubling down on space safety. They discussed the critical new role of service that the Space Force would be, providing. Some of these are just like, okay, this doesn't really support, the idea that these Republicans are talking about. Because, again, maybe it's all top secret stuff. They're not going to put this all blatantly out in the news. Another one is first space test fundamentals course begins in January, so maybe people are taking advantage of that. But really important stuff. Space Force updates uniform policy guidance. Shouldn't this already be stuff that's worked out? This was December 16th of 2020. The U.S. Space Force unveils name of space professionals. This happened on December 18th. Again, they'll be known as Guardians of the GPS, I guess. So again, not a whole lot. U.S. Space Force birthday letter to Guardians. This is the news. This is exactly what they have on their website. So it's not a lot of stuff that is obviously being done here. So it'll be interesting to see where Space Force goes. Space Force Guardians recognized for superior performance. Space Force's STEM outreach provides critical link to Force's future, which, okay, great. And then there was one more that I thought I saw here, but again, nothing that would, Space Force releases service-specific rank names. So this came out January 29th, and I didn't really get a chance to read through this. So apparently, it's just basically, I think, similar to all the other branches. You've got specialists through sergeant, technical sergeants, chief master sergeant, second lieutenants, captain, major. I thought there were going to be like special names for them, but it just goes all the way to general. So again, you know, I get it, guys. You got to have something to be pissed off at about the Biden administration. You want to try and compare Jen Psaki to Sean Spicer, Mr. Spicy, or, you know, Sarah Huckabee Sanders or whomever. No, it's not going to work, folks. My take on this is that you know, Jen Psaki was having some lighthearted fun. Space Force is obviously going to be here to stay, but she wanted to make a joke about it. Let it go. It's not like she said anything that, you know, mischaracterized anybody or demeaned anyone in any way. Not anywhere near what Trump has even said over his past 4 years in office. So y'all need to just take a chill pill and let it slide. But let me know what you guys think. Are you offended by Jen Psaki's little joke about Space Force, or are you just like, yeah, whatever, it's just nothing? Let me know what you think, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace out.